Hi guys, very good morning. Guys, in this video, I'll give you the important news items from the newspaper of 25th of June, which is relevant for the UPSC prelims and mains examination. Guys, the first news item, which is very important, is from the General Studies paper 2 IR section. Here, there is a news item of Wagner Group's mutiny. So here, the question can be framed in the prelims examination, which can be a term-based question, or it can be a map based question. Okay, Wagner Group has been in news for the last 6 months. So question can come, what is Wagner Group, which is in news? So it is a private militia, and questions can be also based on map. Okay, location based. UPSC has a trend of asking questions from the IR section in the UPSC prelims examination, okay, which is map based. So this news item is important from the prelims point of view. You do not need to read a lot, just you need to know what is Wagner Group and which areas of the world it operates. Okay, very important. Wagner Group is also active in Africa. You should know the countries where Wagner Group is active. Okay, next news item which is important in today's newspaper is the president's rule is not an option in Manipur. So you should know, okay, what is president's rule. So it is important for the prelims point of view. What is president rules? What are the constitutional provisions of the president rules? How president rule is enforced? And you should also prepare this topic from the mains point of view, because in the past there has been misuse of these provisions of the constitution. Okay, so this president's rule is very controversial. You should definitely prepare this from the prelims and mains perspective. Guys, why I say that many people, they do not know exactly how to read newspaper? Because if you item, you will not find anything, okay, which is very relevant for the exam. So what you have to do is that you have to open Lakshmikant and you have to prepare the basics of president rule. So if you are able to do every day, if you prepare, revise 3-4 concepts every day, then in a year you will be able to revise most of the concepts relating to the current affairs. Okay, guys, the next topic which is very important is the, okay, the NRC. The NRC, guys, you can see here one of the, okay, politicians, they have said that if voted to power, NRC will be implemented in Jharkhand. Okay, so what is NRC? Okay, so here you have to prepare the constitutional aspect of citizenship. Constitutional aspect of citizenship. What are the provisions of citizenship which is there in the constitution? And you need to prepare this Citizenship Act also. Okay, so you need to prepare what is NRC. Okay, okay, when was the first NRC, okay, created? What is this issue in Assam, NRC in Assam? Okay, you need to prepare that. Please prepare go through the citizenship provisions and the Citizenship Act. What are the ways in which we can take citizenship of India? Who is a citizen of India? Okay, these things are very important in this. Okay, next you see here, SP leader Maurya questions inclusion of Savarkar biography in UP school curriculum. You can get questions in the prelims examination, which is personality based question. So, and you can also get questions in the mains examination, which is again a personality based question. Here you see they have mentioned about various organizations also, like, okay, he has mentioned about Muslim League, he has mentioned about Hindu Mahasabha. Okay, these two organizations you need to prepare. UPSC is fond of asking questions in the prelims examination based on organizations. So who was the founder of Muslim League? When was the Muslim League founded? What was the role Muslim League played in the freedom struggle, and what was the role Muslim League played in the partition? Similarly, okay, when was Hindu Mahasabha formed? Who were the leaders of Hindu Mahasabha? Okay, these things you need to prepare. This will not be given in the newspaper. That is the main reason. Many students, they read newspaper, but they do not know exactly how to use newspaper for the examination. These things you need to prepare. Then for the mains point of view, they can ask you, okay, why there was partition, who was responsible for partition, how was the British policies responsible for partition. Guys, we have heard about divide and rule policy of the British. Okay, so you need to prepare that from the mains point of view also. Okay, and even in the mains point of view, they can ask you the contribution of any personality, like Savarkar, what is his contribution to the freedom struggle, they can ask you. Okay, next news item, you can see here Bengal poll violence, the panchayat election poll violence. Here you need to prepare the constitutional aspect of the panchayat elections. Guys, 73rd constitutional amendment, okay, you need to prepare that. And you need to prepare the state election commission. Okay, it's a constitutional body. What is the power given to state election commission? Who appoints the members of the state election commission? How the state election commission, okay, members are removed? Okay, then what are the powers given to state election commission with respect to the conducting of polls? You need to prepare that. Okay, guys, you must be knowing that, okay, that we have election commission, okay, at the national level, which is responsible for election of the president, the vice president, the general elections, and the assembly elections. And we have the state election commission, which is responsible for election of local bodies. Local bodies, both are constitutional bodies. Okay, you should need to prepare that. Okay, next you can see here, okay, TN negotiating with NCCF, other states, to procure more rice. So guys, there is a little bit controversy related to the open market sale. Okay, you can see here, open market sale scheme. This is very, very important for next year's prelims examination. What is open market sale scheme? And the National Food Security Act, the provisions of National Food Security Act, you need to revise that. Then guys, there is a news item, Tamil Nadu idol wing steps of effort to retrieve 16 idols from the US. Guys, UPSC is fond of asking questions in the prelims examination from the Chola era. Chola era. Okay, both the temple architecture of the Cholas and the basically sculptures of Chola, the bronze sculptures of Chola. So you need to prepare from the NCERT, or you can also prepare from the fine arts book of the NCERT, the bronze sculptures of Chola, the temple architecture of Chola and the bronze sculpture of Cholas. Guys, the temple architecture reached its the climax in the Chola era. You need to prepare that, very, very important. Okay, next you need to prepare, you can see here, environment related news. So here what you need to prepare is, from the prelims perspective, you need to prepare the names of the reserves, the protected areas which are given here. You can see here, okay, Kalakkad Mundanthurai Wildlife Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this Mundanthurai Wildlife Sanctuary, then Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. Okay, then you can see Bandipur Tiger Reserve. So all the names which are given here, you need to prepare these protected area from the from the maps. You need to prepare where they are located, what are the salient features of that. You can also refer to one of my table which I have prepared on tiger reserves, protected areas, wildlife sanctuaries in various states. You should need to go through that to prepare these three map points. Okay, Mudumalai, then Mudanthurai, okay, and then Bandipur. Bandipur is in Karnataka, tiger reserve. It's very, very important. Okay, and then from the mains point of view, you need to prepare about the man-animal conflict. The man-animal conflict. It is very, very important from the mains point of view. What are the reasons why man-animal conflicts are increasing? Okay, this you need to prepare. Next, again, you see another environment-related news was, you can see here, leopard attack. Okay, in Tirumala. So guys, here you see biosphere reserve is mentioned, Sesachalam forest. Guys, this was declared a biosphere reserve in 2010. This was declared a biosphere reserve in 2010. Sesachalam Biodiversity Reserve is famous for red sandalwood. This is famous for red sandalwood. Okay, and Tirumala temple is situated in it. Okay, so very important from the map point of view. You should go through this. Okay, so these were the two environment related news today. Okay, the map related. So UPSC is fond of asking questions on map, geography, and environment. Okay, you need to prepare all these three, okay, reserves. Next, you can see here, okay, experts optimistic on the new agreement which has been signed between India and US on the technology transfer as far as jet engines are concerned. Here you need to prepare what is this, okay, defense technology and trade initiative. Okay, this is very important. And the new initiative which is critical emerging technologies. Okay, critical emerging technologies initiative between, okay, India and US. This is very important. It is also called ISET. ISET. They can ask you in prelims. Simply they can ask you, the ISET has been signed between India and which country? They can ask simple question in the prelims examination. Okay, because see, these things will not be asked directly in mains, but you can use these answers whenever you discuss India-US relationship. You can use these things in the defense cooperation. Similarly, here you can see the UAV deal has been signed between India and America. Here they can ask you MQ-9B. Okay, what is this? UAVs. It's an unmanned aerial vehicle. Okay, very, very important. UAVs are playing a very important role in defense these days. Okay, next you can see here, government remains silent on collegium suggestions on appointment of high court judges. Okay, so guys, this is okay. For the prelims, they can ask you what is the appointment system of high court judges. Okay, what are the constitutional provisions? What is this collegium system? And from the mains point of view, they can ask you to critically examine the collegium system in India. Do we need to change the collegium system of appointment of judges of the High Court and the Supreme Court? So Mains question can also be asked, and prelims, okay, you need to know exactly how the appointment of judges takes place for the high courts and for the supreme courts. Then guys, you can see here delimitation proposal in Assam evokes protest. So guys, what is delimitation? Okay, you need to prepare the constitutional provisions related to delimitation. What are the provisions of delimitation? When does delimitation happens? What are the, okay, which census data is used for delimitation? Okay, this you need to prepare. Again, you can see here map related topics. Okay, Kuki Jomi tribes, okay, take out coffin march in Manipur. So guys, they can ask you the tribes in Northeast. They can ask you tribes in Northeast. So guys, you will know that in the past, okay, last 2 months, okay, Kuki tribes are in news because of the violence which is happening in Manipur. So you need to prepare all the tribal communities of the Northeast, particularly Manipur. Particularly Manipur. This is so. This will come in the map related prelims topic. Map related prelims topic. They can ask you. Next, guys, you can see a new ART regulation push up cost of treatment and limit conception opportunities. Guys, this ART new regulation, this can be asked in the mains examination. You can see here GS3 mains examination, they can ask you ART. So new provisions have been, okay, brought out by the government. Okay, so experts are saying that this will lead to increase in the cost, but government has brought this regulation to protect the people who are basically going for these kinds of treatments. Okay, artificial reproductive technologies. ART stands for artificial reproductive technologies. UPSC has already asked questions on mains on this topic. Okay, this is very important from the mains point of view, because I think in 2012 UPSC has asked question on ART. Okay, so this is very important from the mains point of view. Next, guys, mRNA vaccine. Guys, India has given authorization, emergency use authorization. What is emergency use authorization? They can ask you for the mRNA vaccine, the first mRNA vaccine, which is called the, you can see here which is called the, okay, Genoa. Okay, this is very important. This vaccine, you can see Gemcovac OM. Okay, Gemcovac OM. The name of the vaccine is Gemcovac OM. This is the first mRNA vaccine in India. Okay, so guys, they can ask you, what is this mRNA technology? What is this mRNA technology? Very important. What is this emergency use authorization? You need to know that. mRNA technology is very important, guys. And what is this monovalent and bivalent vaccine? What is the difference between monovalent and bivalent vaccines? Guys, WHO has said that monovalent vaccines is very important for the COVID, fighting the COVID pandemic. Okay, so this you need to know what is the, okay. Next, guys, from the mains point of view, GS paper 2 IR, you need to prepare India-Egypt relationship. Guys, this year India-Egypt relationship is very important for the mains examination. You need to prepare that. From the prelims point of view, you need to prepare African Union. Okay, because recently Prime Minister Modi has said that African Union should be added in G20. Okay, so African Union is very important as an grouping, because UPSC is fond of asking questions related to groupings. So African Union is an important grouping. You need to prepare that, guys. Next, okay, from the science and tech part, okay, what is lab grown meat? Okay, what is lab grown meat? So they can ask you in the prelims examination. Okay, and what are the implications of lab grown meat? What are the implications of lab grown meat? So guys, because of the climate change, we all know that, okay, animal meat consumes a lot of, okay, water, lot of, okay, energy. So in order to reduce carbon emissions, okay, scientists are developing lab grown meat. So in this context, you should know exactly what are the science behind lab grown meats. Next, guys, India-US, okay, fighter jet deal. You need to prepare that. Okay, questions can come in the prelims examination about some of the technical details, but generally these questions will not be directly asked. You can use this in your mains answer whenever you discuss India-US defense relationship. Here, guys, LCA Tejas. Okay, this is very important. LCA Tejas has been asked in the UPSC mains examination in 2011. 2011, it's a very important. And the Kaveri project is very important. You need to prepare what is this Kaveri engine. Okay, Kaveri engine. Okay, you need to prepare that, very important. Okay, for the LCA Tejas. This is asked in the UPSC previously. This is very important. Next, guys, okay, Kokrajhar feast on mushrooms. So guys, mushrooms, UPSC has asked question in 2022 on mushrooms. Mushrooms are very important. They are very important source of, okay, protein and nutrients. Okay, so this mushrooms, what are mushrooms, why they are important, you need to prepare that. Next you see here, does China, Pakistan and deal flout global rules? In this you need to prepare what is NSG, okay, why NSG is important, okay, what is the role of and mandate of NSG. So this can come in the prelims and this can also come in the mains examination, role of NSG, because in the mains they have given exactly the mandate of international institutions. NSG is a very important international grouping. What is the mandate of NSG? The mandate of NSG is basically to curb nuclear proliferation. Nuclear proliferation. Guys, NSG is a group of countries which basically control the supply of these nuclear items and nuclear technology to other countries. So guys, here, okay, there is a rule that NSG members, they cannot supply nuclear technology and nuclear material to countries which are not signatory to NPT. Okay, so now China is, okay, helping Pakistan for this nuclear reactor, okay, Chashma nuclear reactor. Okay, so in this context, China is under criticism because as a part of NSG, as a rules of NSG, it cannot basically help countries which are not part of NPT. Okay, so this NPT is also very important. Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty is also very important. You must know that India got a waiver from NSG in the context of US-India nuclear deal in 2008. You need to prepare that also. Very, very important. Next, guys, the role of Y chromosomes in cancer outcome. Okay, just go through what are chromosomes, what are Y chromosomes. Okay, what are T cells? Okay, T cells mediated immune response. Okay, this has come in the UPSC 2022 prelims examination. What are T cells? Okay, so they are very important role in the immune system. In the immune system. Simple question was asked in the prelims. See guys, in science and tech question, you need not go very deep. Okay, you need not go very deep. Just you need to know the basics. You need to know the basics. Next, guys, in the environment section, you can see here tundra diversity is reducing because of the climate change. What is happening? The tundra region, the region near the poles. Okay, what is happening is that their biodiversity is declining. Okay, guys, we all know that as we go towards the poles, biodiversity reduces, and particularly because of the climate change, the biodiversity in these polar regions are getting threatened. Okay, this is very important. Next, you see mosquito surveillance in non-residential areas needed. So guys, here there are names of 2-3 mosquitoes like Aedes aegypti, and you can see Aedes albopictus. Okay, so these two, okay, species of mosquitoes are important, guys. Mosquitoes are vector. Okay, they carry diseases. They carry diseases like okay, dengue, malaria, etc., etc. So they can ask you questions. Okay, which mosquito is responsible for carrying which disease, malaria and dengue. Okay, you can prepare that. Then what are prokaryotes? Okay, what are eukaryotes? What is the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes? Here you need to prepare that. Okay, already they have given here. You need to prepare that. This is important from the prelims point of view. Okay, all these things will be covered in the daily prelims notes in the evening. Okay, you can refer this. Guys, next, guys, you know that recently, okay, this Gita Press was given the Gandhi Peace Prize. So in this context, you need to know what are Puranas, what are Upanishads, okay, what is Bhagavad Gita. All these things you need to know from the GS1 perspective, history. Okay, what are Puranas, what are Upanishads, what are the different types of Upanishads. You need to prepare that. Next, you can see this deep sea tragedy is very, very important. So you should know the science behind these submersible vehicles. What is the science behind these submersible vehicles? You need to, okay, prepare that. Okay, why titanium should be used? Titanium should be used. Why they are spherical in shape? Okay, all these things you need to know. Next, guys, you can know that US-based memory chip maker, okay, Micron. Okay, now they are coming to India. So in this context, they, okay, what are chips? What are microchips? Okay, what is their role? You need to prepare that. Okay, so guys, with this we come to an end of today's, okay, newspaper reading list. Guys, the idea was to go very deep, okay, each and every article, how it can be related to your syllabus. Okay, what I have done is that how it can be related to your syllabus, so that when you start reading newspaper, just go through this reading list and then you read the newspaper, and in the night you can, okay, refer to our, okay, daily prelims notes which you will get in the website. So thank you guys, I hope this was useful. Guys, I would like to know your comments. Should I continue this every day? Because I was going through many, okay, newspaper, okay, analysis in the like YouTube. So guys, the main problem with these newspaper analysis is that they do not go through each and every news item in depth, because it is not possible. It will take hours to go and analyze each and every newspaper item in depth. So better is that you read newspaper on your own and use this reading list, which I will publish every day. If you want, I will publish this every day in the YouTube. Okay, just let me know if it was useful or not. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.